If you don't know me, I have been doing calisthenics for the last 10 years. I have competed in multiple calisthenics competitions, I have a ton of trophies, I have a lot of experience when it comes to judging calisthenics skills because I am a calisthenics judge. And I have grown somewhat of a decent following here on social media in 2 years because I'm being honest. Okay. I don't act knowledgeable because frankly there is a shit ton of stuff that I don't know. Sure, I preach calisthenics and I preach calisthenics skills, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna only preach what I know. And what are we gonna see today is exactly what happens if you preach to everyone that you're an expert or so knowledgeable, and yet you make no progress. So this is exactly the reason why am I going to be reacting to the most requested video, Ian Barseagle's planche. If you do not understand the context that I and Ian have, I highly recommend you to watch this video.
Or owned by an agency market. And they basically made Ian promote his two-set method, they built his website and stuff, but more of that in the future. Ian Barseagle has two websites, one new website and one old website. Secret Strength Shortcut that he doesn't promote anymore. And now this whole drama about the two-set method is that he promotes skills with it.
Because in that video, I discussed exactly what is the deal with Ian Barseagle. And please don't get this twisted. I am not going to just bash his training approach, I'm not going to criticize him in any serious way, but what I am going to show you is what would I do when I was in his shoes.
Even if for me suspicious, it's fine. For most people, I wouldn't suggest to do what I do, but I know what I'm doing, so I'm taking the risky path, but the most effective path. So now it's been 4 months of me training front liver and planche, so it's been good. I've got like 2 months.
Remember guys, 4 months. Well, actually there's been like 4 months plus 4 months, nearing 4 months now.
Is that in 4 to 6 months, I will do at least 6 to 8 second full planche.
But each time after claiming that I'm gonna be doing it for the next 4 months, then he like reverts it and says like, oh no, I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, I had some injury or something, some sort of a hassle. So it has been 10 months.
I will achieve these skills crazy fast because, listen, I've got all the knowledge I need to progress the fastest in skill.
Stop the cap.
Left to achieve what I said I will achieve.
It has been 10 months, it has not been 4 months. If you claim on social media for your 873,000 subscribers that it's gonna take you 4 months, then sadly speaking, you were lying.
I will achieve, and I'm very sure I will achieve it. No problem at all, because things are going good. Progress on every session. No injuries because I'm not doing stupid things, like I'm not making crazy mistakes. I could have gotten injured like 3 to 5 times, but I didn't, because I was very careful. But yeah, now time.
Yeah, you must be totally fucked up in the head if you get injured so much in 10 months.
Sure I will achieve it. No problem at all, because things are going good. Progress on every session. No injuries because I'm not doing stupid things, like I'm not making crazy mistakes. I could have gotten injured like 3 to 5 times, but I didn't.
3 to 5 times. That means on average, well, if you're talking about the time horizon that he says he's been training it for 2 months, how can you get injured 5 times in 2 months? Absolutely taken out of his ass at this point.
Now time for the second workout. I'll see you there.
Okay, so now I'm starting with the warm-up sets. So you'll see what the warm-up sets look like. It's going to be very chill, nothing special. You see now I'm adjusting the width a bit. And actually one thing that I was supposed to do before the workout was to calculate like literally every centimeter of the width comparing to last training.
This is good, but I would do it with one hand. Per hand.
So I need to look at, okay, last training, how wide were the bars? Even every centimeter on width matters. And I don't think I did this. Anyways, it's...
Every centimeter of width does not matter. If you train with a specific width every single time, you are losing adaptability. Because the more variety you have, or the more variety you train with, the better your results will be, in a sense. But there is a time and place for it. I'm not suggesting for you beginners who are barely holding a straddle planche to add variety. Variety should come at the level where I would say you can hold a straddle planche quite comfortably.
Fine, it's not too bad, but it's better when everything
Then, if you already have the skill, then you can add variety on top of it, meaning overall you will have a much more complete working skill.
is in place. So as you can see, very light dynamic stretches, very light planche lean, like I felt like 30% intensity, 5 seconds, 6 seconds.
Yeah,
the room was a bit cold, so I was wearing a hoodie.
What was this? What was this?
Oh, you see here, I'm showing you I have goosebumps. The hair is going up on my arms because of so much motivation, so it was going good.
Props for that, because like music, your own home parallels, best feeling ever.
It was going good. As you can see, man. Of course, man, every time I have crazy motivation because I make it
I need to slow down the planches. I don't see shit.
good. Like, I know how to get good motivation.
But only
By
doing
listening to good
these.
music and imagining myself easily doing what I'm supposed to.
Yes, you need to manifest your way into a planche. This is completely correct.
You know? And yeah, this was the, I think, second warm-up sets for wrists. A bit more lean. And now...
I'm not sure if he's like doing it with the 2-set principle in mind with his short little warm-ups or like... I don't get that. Doing 2 planche leans is not a sufficient enough warm-up, especially for a heavyweight guy like him. So Ian, if you are watching this, and you probably are, okay, but you're just afraid to admit it that you are my fan, such as I am your #1 fan, then for the love of God, you need a proper warm-up routine,
2-3 minutes.
which you can do every time,
Now a bit more. So
and which has skill-specific stuff in them, meaning rubber band stuff, protraction, retraction.
I'm doing more
all the
dynamic
good
stretches
juice.
for wrists than I do warm-up sets for planche. And this is obvious because warm-up for wrists, you're not doing reps. You're literally doing dynamic stretches. So you don't need to rest 3 minutes between that. Yeah, now it was going to be, I think, the second warm-up set. Yeah, second warm-up set, not bad, a bit more intense. Now it was like 60% intensity, so I actually had to struggle a bit. This is good, feel 10 out of 10.
He's like breathing so much. Why is he breathing so much?
Now I'll actually do 1 set of almost an attempt.
Okay, I just said this.
Guys, as much as I want to share knowledge, I'm not going to speak now because my focus gets affected and the motivation. So that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, like if you're unfocused, you can't train. So if you're in a room all by yourself with earbuds on, then that is the way to go. Because focus maxing is the way to get to a planche, okay? You can't be all niddly-diddly up and everywhere and then expect, why am I not improving?
by the way, I couldn't hear anything. Like, that's why I was speaking weird. Because the music is like to the maximum.
Weird ass
Now I'm gonna do
exercises.
like an attempt. I think I will actually leave the legs off. And this is actually the 4th set of warm-up. It's not actually the last one. I think I skipped one.
What? I, as a guy who learned a full planche being almost the same height as him, it's like...
Probably. So, I mean, I didn't skip it, but I just didn't record it. This was actually close to an attempt.
So he did some more warm-up sets. And I think those were the same leans. And then he did this.
This was actually close to an attempt.
10 months. 10 months. Literally, we got him on camera stating this.
Is that in 4 to 6 months, I will do at least 6 to 8 second full planche.
Just didn't record.
And this is the result for 10 months. Plus, but okay, if we trust his word, then it has been 8 months of not training the planche and only saying that, oh, I will do it later, then 2 months for this.
This was actually close to an attempt.
It is like, he's always when he talks about the skills, he has been like delaying each and every month. So at this point, who the fuck knows how long he has been doing it? Because as I mentioned in my most viral video,
Second full planche.
then why are you still stuck in a quite basic skill in calisthenics? Have you really trained it for 2 months in this case? Then you should maybe clarify that this wasn't 2 months. Maybe if you did something in between, who knows? This is not a working set even. Why bother doing holds of 1 second, especially if you're falling down? If you can fix the form, meaning you have a complete horizontal plane locked in, then it's actually good. But if you're doing these...
How was it? Because I don't think I watched this too much.
Like, I would highly recommend Ian And to everyone who is watching, less intensive exercise, easier progression, and just spam that for a while. He's not holding it. This is not the hold. Since I have an eye of a hawk, because I'm an international judge, not an international, okay, here in the Northern Europe, if I'm being totally honest, being a calisthenics freestyle competition judge as I am, just recently went to Denmark, go check the video out. If I was a static judge, I would not give him any points. This would be 0. Even if you don't count the seconds, this is a falling down movement. This is not the hold. Never stay in a singular position. They move up and then they move down.
It was a hold.
And to say to yourself that it was a hold means that you are either loco in the head or you cannot comprehend any criticism on yourself, or you cannot comprehend any criticism that is coming towards you.
Progress is going very good. Every single
No.
workout, almost out of 8 workouts, I progress in 6.
8 workouts progressing in 6. This is not the determining factor whether you are knowledgeable or are you good or are you not good. This is not an indicator. Because you could be doing the most stupid, mundane shit possible like he is doing. Doing only attempts to my understanding. Or in this session, then he's just leaving out too much stuff. As a guy who has been training for 10 years, I can visibly see that his approach is fucking crazy. To give you a better analogy, I got to this level in about 3 or 4 years by only doing attempts. Basically training exactly the same way like Ian does. This was me before and this is me after.
I've been building my throne and I did it alone.
Now if you compare a well-structured approach and how fast you will make progress, then this is the difference in about 2 years only. And the jump is actually fucking insane. He doesn't understand how to play with intensity and volume.
Pointing the toes doesn't make.
He's not choosing the right exercises for his level because he is afraid that people might judge him, because he promised that to everyone that he will learn a white planche in 4 months. That was 10 months ago. So it is totally understandable that your ego gets in the fucking way.
Too much difference. It's mostly in your shoulders
That is correct. It is mostly in your shoulders.
and scapula.
Yes, this is planche book smart.
It is mostly in the shoulders and mostly in the scapula. I know because I talked to 25 pro planches and they all said that it is the shoulder and the scapula.
So that's it.
Third set.
Third set. Yeah.
I'm literally afraid for him. This is crazy. He's gonna snap a bicep. And it is not because he's so heavy, he's such a beast. It is because he is not doing it the safe way.
So that's it. Third set. It's getting worse now slowly. Slowly getting worse, which is normal.
It was never
It's all
great.
good. Third set
Stop
is
fucking
getting worse
capping.
a bit. Now
This reminds me of myself when I started learning the planche. I was saying to everyone when I held this, oh guys, I did a straddle planche. It took me literally 3 years to master the straddle planche to an elite level from that moment. Even more, maybe 4. Meaning as in push-ups, presses, anything. I can literally sleep in a straddle planche. And I still say that it's like, meh. But this is just my philosophy. Because in this channel, we never say we got a skill. But rather, we are training it till we're fucking 80.
a bit narrow grip a bit to make it a bit easier. Yeah,
Yeah,
Knowledge. Again, you will hear me use this word every video so many times.
Honestly, I was not really supposed to change the grips. I just wanted to change it because it was supposed to be easier, and now it's back to normal. So yeah, I made a mini mistake here, but it's fine. I just need to do attempts. And to do some intense attempts where I try my best. The main thing is not to get injured, and I don't think...
Yeah, but you're exactly trying to get injured with these kinds of workouts.
Yeah, I don't think I can get injured so easily, because I'm not making mistakes, so...
But you just in the beginning said you...
I could have gotten injured like 3 to 5 times, but I didn't.
Getting injured is mostly about mistakes, and I don't make them too much. And here I think I tried...
Still with the high ego, I don't get the appeal. Who are you trying to showcase this? I don't make mistakes. Bro, everyone makes mistakes. My whole first 6 years of training was a mistake. But I learned from it. That was the whole thing. It would be stupid of me if I wouldn't admit that I made mistakes in the first 6 years. Then I would be like a fucking poof.
The straddle, oi. I don't know why I tried it, I wasn't supposed to. Why I got cramp.
As cramp meaning he doesn't do straddle planches that often, or even maybe not at all.
Actually, it's been like 1 week
I've had the same thing.
since that day, and I still feel the cramp. But it's all good, I'll fix it.
Yeah, the cramp is because you don't have enough stretching ability in the ass. So yeah, I felt it as well.
But I'll fix it, I'll do some massage on some
No, you need stretching. Just do splits.
roller, and that's it. But the
Why doesn't he straighten the arm scapula? Looks to me like it's retracted more than protracted.
technique should be on point, everything should be on point. Dynamic stretch is good, yeah. Thumbs up, yeah.
He either is one of the biggest gaslighters and trolls in the calisthenics industry, or he's straight up clueless and has a big ego, and he just is afraid to admit that he does not know anything regarding skills.
The second one, also chilling. Dynamic stretches, you see I'm not even struggling that much. I'm just putting pressure. Honestly, the goal in the last warm-up set for wrists is to put more pressure on the wrists than you put when you do full planche attempts. Yes, that's how it is. And yeah, motivation good. Bam bam. Now a bit more intensity.
Yeah, those are not
Okay,
the
cool.
straightest hands.
Chilling now. Nice one. Not bad.
And to my understanding, he does not do this. He does not rotate the elbows frontwards. But this is more of the advanced guys, so...
Okay, cool. Be shocked.
So this
with
is
what
allegedly
happened.
a few months ago.
So yeah, it's not even
Or some
nothing
time
compared
ago.
to what you will see here. Here it's good. It's a good video. I've made
No,
good
it's not.
progress. Things are going good. On
This is not good progress. He's missing variety in his trainings and stating that these are good workouts. I just don't get the point. I understand if you have something else to do. In my case, I can't full planche right now per se because I have other things to do. I have this YouTube to run. I have my coaching business. I'm still working. I have a kid. I have family. And people know that. But in his case, he has portrayed himself as having the time to train, having the resources to train. He is sitting in his home training. Then why not do it properly?
Knowledge. Again, you will hear me use this word every video so many times.
Why do these attempts only? Or doesn't he show it
planche.
then?
Of course, technique doesn't look too good, but this is normal. I'm not supposed to do good technique now.
Should you do good technique or bad technique? I would put it like this. You can leverage bad technique to your own advantage at certain points. But those points are only when you are very close to the skill itself. In Ian's case, if he could hold the same form planche for about 4 or 5 seconds, then that would be good as volume work. But since he is not factually holding anything, then it is completely pointless. he would either need to do an easier variation, aka a straddle, or a single-legged planche, or even a half-leg planche, in order to do this style of training. This does not work in his case currently, in my opinion. Because what he is basically doing is shocking his nervous system with a movement which is not even giving him the proper load. It would give him the proper load if we would hold it for at least 3, 4, 5 seconds. But a 1 second full planche falling down is not sufficient enough form-wise, let alone intensity-wise. This is all fucked!
Well, time to take the pump cover. When there's not even a pump. Bro, how can you get pump from planche? You don't get pump from planche, bro, statics.
You can get hella pumped with planche. This is my pump after a planche workout.
Who even came up with this Ian bicycle, bro?
Bro, the Ian bicycle meme is the funniest meme, because Ian publicly posted on his stories even, what the fuck, Ian bicycle? What we call a bike in calisthenics is related to this. And when someone said Ian bicycle, they were basically referring to Ian's planche form looking like a fucking bicycle. This is not because it sounds funny, this is because his planche form is total shit. Point blank. And he's like wondering, what's so funny, what does it mean? There is nothing wrong with having a piked form, in a sense, at the end of the day. Even if your planche looks like a bicycle, okay? There is nothing wrong with that. What is actually wrong is claiming that you have all the knowledge in the world type beat.
Knowledge. Again, you'll hear me use this word every video so many times.
And then doing this shit. And then selling programs and courses and fumbling people into your workout program, which promises calisthenics skills. And yet here you are 10 months down the line, still not being able to progress. There is nothing on point with this current planche training. He's completely neglecting the strength building aspect. He's not considering the accessory workouts. He's not considering the specific warm-up. What is he considering? He's literally reminding me of myself when I started training calisthenics, literally doing only attempts, and this was the worst thing that I could possibly do. Oh wow.
Like never before in my life. So yeah, it's paying off, progress is good. Now
No, it might be good
clean technique,
from his point of view.
And you will see.
Well, it might be good from his point of view. I can't say anything about that.
Like what, 3 months and a half?
But as a guy who has had experience.
4 months. And actually I've heard, I'll tell you something after. Yeah, this one, decent. I've heard somewhere, like some random guy texted me. He said, bro, do you actually train planche longer than 3 months and a half? I've heard them say that I've trained planche longer than I actually said I did, but no, I didn't. I just started it before because of lockdown. I couldn't go to the gym, so I was like, bro, let me just start training.
Yeah, you said 10 months ago that you will have a wide Maltese in 4 months. Stop fucking lying.
Today I got some results. Now the lockdown stopped. I could go to gym, and yeah, I went to gym, and yeah, that's it. I started back to weighted calisthenics. So I trained planche 3 times in my career, but I never trained it more than 3 months in a row. So now is the longest 3 months and a half, and things are going good. So here I try to do bad form, but longer hold, and the body was already feeling those attempts. So whenever,
holy fuck.
yeah.
And this only attempts approach is fucking diabolical, guys. Like straight up. But no. If you basically undermine your own knowledge and you are afraid to admit it, then of course it's gonna take hella long time, and of course you are not actively trying to experiment with different kinds of approaches, so you stick with the basic approach. aka doing only attempts, which will get you somewhat decent results, but you can, I would say, 3 or even 5x your gains if you stop doing only attempts. But let's see.
So if I
Let's go into the comments. I want to showcase another vlog video of his where he uses rubber bands, but the rubber band positioning is actual dog shit. A helper as I am, honestly trying to help the guy, I wrote this. And for the planche, you should incorporate planche lean, spam those after the assisted planche. You are missing out on gains, and rather than putting the band to your ankle, just take a stronger rubber band and still place it to the hips. It will ruin your lean position if you place them at the legs. Proper lean is crucial when learning the planche. This was the most liked comment. But Ian decided to hide it. Like he likes to hide the fact that he lied to people to sell more of his program. And then he answered to me, "Hey man, I spoke to 6 top level athletes on this and I progress every session." As we delved into it, progressing every session is not an indication that you are doing the right thing. You could be missing out on gains. I have more than 2 months left before I need to achieve what I said I would. And based on my progress now, I will achieve that, no problem. There's many ways to train planche and they are all solid. I choose the path of attempts mostly and I see progress every session almost. I just don't post a lot about it. You will be impressed with the progress soon. By the way, I have a feeling you didn't watch the ending of the video. Watch it and you have an explanation. So the thing is, after replying to my comment, he hid my comment. People fucking ratioed him. Literally. Yeah, literally ratioed. Anyways, he disregarded my whole comment, basically, in a sense. And when we look at now the new video's comments, it's fucking annihilation. Great as always, Ian Bicycle. Oh, I can't. Why wide planche and not normal planche? It's obvious that you don't have enough strength right now. I would get first a clean full planche and after I would begin training wide. To a degree, yes. Funny how you say that when now I have 2.2 seconds with solid form. Your point just got demolished now. Demolished. Your point got demolished. Bro, this is one of the funniest things about Ian. When he gets confronted with something, anything, then he acts as if he's like the antagonist. Actually, man, you don't know nothing, bro. And yeah, cooked. He's basically getting cooked in his own comment sections now. You will either get planche or tear a bicep this way. Chases Armstrong. Respect for that comment, bro. Literally. Do a video call with Supa Clarkson. I started making videos about Ian specifically for the sole reason that he was promoting himself as a guy who seems to know it all. And thanks to many other athletes who have opened up their concerns, have now pointed to the fact that he's not knowledgeable when it comes to skills. He promoted his course to people who wanted to learn skills. And he failed on that. He literally failed on that. And instead of having some accountability and saying that, guys, sorry, I went a little bit too far, or my marketing team did, he is now continuing on with this persona modification that nothing seems to be wrong, hiding comments, deleting comments, avoiding the topic altogether, and then he's trying to get softball interviews with other athletes who frankly don't know the whole story. And I'm glad that my message has reached enough people to totally expose Ian. And don't get it, guys, twisted. I am not a hater. I want to see Ian succeed. Of course, it would be hella dope for a fucking almost 100 kilogram guy doing a full planche. But if you portray yourself on social media as the grand figure, know all, be all,
weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, and train skills in calisthenics at the same time and progress in both at the same time. And why they're impressed? Because this has been almost impossible throughout the year. Knowledge. Again, you'll hear me use this word every video so many times.
Type of shit, then you are sadly down to fail eventually. People are gonna start noticing it. And I want to make the calisthenics community a better place for everyone. This will probably be my last video about Ian, unless he gaslights me into making another one claiming some insane stuff. But from now on, I'm gonna be focusing on my own stuff, and my time with Ian Barseagle has ended. It was a good half a year or a year making content about him. I wish the best for his planche. I wish the best for his business success in a sense, and I wish for him to teach the things that he has actually learned. We can all learn something from him. What I learned is that I should not make a calisthenics course on how to learn a Maltese if I have not trained a Maltese, which is fucking self-evident. But for some people it's not. Thank you guys for watching.